Okay, so for the first exercise, we have horizontal arm swings. Now, for safety reasons, this should be done at a controlled speed so you don't lose grip of the dumbbell and have it fly or maybe hit someone. You also want to keep your grip tight the entire time. Don't loosen it up at any point. This is typically done with a 15 to 20 pound dumbbell, just 7 to 9 kilograms. And in terms of an impact, this is great for any torso or swinging sports such as baseball or golf. Your feet should be about a little more than shoulder width apart. Arms at arms are up at chest level with your knees slightly bent. Then once you're in this position, you should pull with your shoulder and torso towards one direction. Stop at about the parallel part at 90 degrees. And to a couple common mistakes is that people move their feet and their head with the exercise, and they move too fast to the point where they're using momentum instead of actually engaging their muscles. And another two ways to progress this exercise would be to twist as far as you can behind you and up the weight in the dumbbell, but not exceeding 20 pounds. This next exercise is called the bar twist. The barbell bar used weighs 20 to 50 pounds, which is about 9 to 23 kilograms. For safety reasons, look at your surroundings before you start for any objects or people in the way. You want to give yourself a good amount of space cushion so you don't hit anything or anyone. You want to also keep a controlled speed so you're not spinning out of control like a helicopter. A controlled speed will also maintain your balance so you won't fall over at any point of the exercise. Now, this is a torso-based movement with your shoulders engaged. This is typically great for sports that involve throwing or swinging, such as a quarterback for a football team, or high jump, pole vault in track and field. Now, to start, you put the bar on your shoulders and you keep your feet just a little more than shoulder width apart. Your hands are as far away from the midline of the bar as possible and wrapped around the ends of it. Your knees are also slightly bent. Once you're in this position, you can begin to move your torso and move it just before it's fully rotated. You stop and then you go back to the center. You don't want to have too much momentum and you want to keep the bar on your back as even as possible. Two common mistakes is that most people will not stop halfway through, like towards the midline of your body, and will use their torso all the way and carry on with momentum and not fully engage their abdomen. And another common mistake is that people will not extend their hands all the way to the bar. Instead, they will have it too short. Two progressions are to add a squat after the torso rotation at the end, and to hold the bar over your head, sort of like an overhead press, except you're not pressing up, you're just holding it there and you're using your torso twisting around to move. All right, this next exercise is the bar kip up. And for the safest setup, you need to have the bar at eye level and particularly on a rack, a secure rack. The major part is that the bar, when you walk up to it, it should be less than shoulder level. And then once you're there, you grab the bar and sort of sit down, having your arms dead straight. And then you walk your feet forward until your heels are only on the ground. Your feet are pointed up. Then from this position, you begin to thrust your hips upward and forward, and just barely enough to where your hands leave the bar. And then once you're at the high point, you fall back down and re-grip the bar with your hands. Two common mistakes that people do is that they don't thrust their hips up all the way and they use too much momentum and then they just fly off. Two progressions are the floor kip and wearing a weighted vest on this bar kip.